I'm just winging this one tonight. I have 4 videos in draft and nothing ready, but I just really want to get something out there. So this is my video on near-death experiences. Don't you find it interesting how many people say that they've had a near-death experience? It seems like, gosh, half the people you talk to have had a near-death experience. Now, Christians use it quite often as evidence for God. I personally find it it's more evidence against God. But of course, everybody has their own personal experiences, and whatever you feel, I certainly can't say, no, you didn't feel that, no, you didn't see that. But just from what I've read, this is what I'm going to talk about. I find it kind of funny that in one study, all these people who had near-death experiences, it turned out half of them were not near death at all, which kind of throws off a lot of the studies if they really didn't check to make sure that they actually were near death and that they were just going by people's, word for it. Oh yeah, I was near death, I didn't feel good. I had a tummy ache. But anyway, it's also very interesting that different religions see different gods. Now, I find that really fascinating. If you're Indian, you might go up to heaven in this near-death experience and see Krishna or Vishnu. Christians see God and Jesus. Christians see their family when they go up. They meet their mother. Sometimes the dog is there. It just depends on what you want to see. Indians meet strangers. They see strangers up in heaven. Everybody was a stranger. And when they start to come back to life, it's because with the Christian religion, it's not time yet. God said, you have other work to do on this earth. It's not time. And Indians say, the messenger brought us back. It was a case of mistaken identity. The messenger made a mistake and grabbed the wrong person. So all different religions see their own God, which is totally contrary to what Christians say. Christians say the Christian God will judge all people. Jesus will be there. They will judge all people, decide whether you go to heaven or hell. But with ChristianAnswers.net, it explains the whole thing. God will judge babies a certain way. It's interesting how ChristianAnswers.net knows how God is going to judge all these different types of people. Babies will be one way. Muslims will get judged by Jesus another way. People who might have just heard of the religion. Apparently, God does not take it very well. If they've even heard of the Christian religion, God will punish you. You'll probably end up in hell. They didn't really say it, but they said, yes, he sees that very harshly. If they've heard about the Christian religion, they should convert over so they can go to heaven. So anyway, I just find it really amusing, and to me that's evidence against God, because you're not seeing the Christian God. They're seeing their own gods. It's in their heads. And also, I don't know if you know this, but when you die, if your heart stops beating, if you die because your heart stops beating, your brain continues functioning for a while. It slowly shuts down. Dying is actually a process. It's not just boop, dead. It's a process, and your brain slowly shuts down. So you might see different things. You might be imagining up there for a while. So who knows who all you might see.